You're promoted from a rep to a manager and the fire hose starts. Everything comes at you quickly and from all sides. And in these situations, it's way too easy to be overwhelmed. And many of us have been in that situation. But you shouldn't be overwhelmed if you focus on just these three things. Welcome to the Bite Size Sales Podcast, where we believe that you don't need to take time out of the field or off the phones, stuck in a classroom, in order to get great sales and sales leadership training, and that taking bite-sized steps each day to get better at your craft is the best way to improve your results. I am your host, Andrew Monahan, and I'm using my 20 plus years in B2B sales to bring you simple, actionable ideas that you can use every day to help you get better. Before we get to the tip for today, this episode is sponsored by Sales Bluebird. Most of us don't have time to keep up with the latest sales ideas and all the blogs, podcasts, and news articles every week. Sales Bluebird curates content from all these sources and gives you one thought from me, 2 quotes from others, and 3 sales leadership ideas once a week in your email inbox for free. Sign up right now at salesbluebird.com. Welcome to episode 70 of the Bite Size Sales Podcast. And this is all about that first time when you're promoted from a rep to a manager and how you react to it. I remember when I was first promoted, I was in the team and then the first line manager left and I was asked to step up and take that role. And what was interesting was I was asked to take the role and the next breath, the person who hired me into it said, "Oh, by the way, I'm just way too busy right now. You're going to have to figure this out on your own. I hope you're okay with that." And, I wanted the role, so I took it. And then suddenly, you're bombarded from all sides about people with demands of time, access to team, the team members need things. And I remember in that period, the first few months, it was kind of tough to figure out what do I actually work on that's going to have high impact here and get me the right sort of focus. Everyone seems to have an opinion on what you should be doing, right? And it's usually orientated towards what they want you to do and what's important for them, not necessarily what's important for you. And everyone around you is judging you. You're in this situation and they're looking at you going, is this person working at? Have they done the things that we expect them to do? So it's important in these situations that you recognize that and have a plan about what you focus on and go through these first few steps to be effective and build the trust all around you. So for this episode, if you're recently promoted, this one is for you. If you think you're about to be promoted, this is going to be very helpful to help your planning and your thought process. If you've been in that first level or above for a while, is there someone in your network you can forward this to say, look, go listen to this. It's going to help you get some clarity around what it is you're doing. So these are 3 things to focus on. The first one is the business. And this may sound a little bit obvious, but understanding the business, understanding the pipeline, the deals, things like that. Because what's happening at this point is people above you are looking at you for the answer to 2 questions. The first one is, what is the reality behind this region? All right. If the previous manager was moved on or left or whatever, there's always that concern to say, is the picture they were painting the reality of what's in play? All right. So they're kind of looking to say, I hope it's as good as they said it was, or a lot better than they said it was if the person was really struggling, right? So that's the first question they're asking or thinking about. The second one is, are you the safe pair of hands that they want in that region, managing this team? All right. And the main way they're going to judge you on both of those is what you learn and can articulate about the business and what you can do quickly to do that. Now, time frame may vary on this one, but I would think about it if I were you in the standpoint of saying, I'm going to set a 2-hour meeting with my boss and my boss's boss in the sales leadership hierarchy for 30 days time. And I'm going to talk about what I've learned and know about this business, having spent 30 days in territory in the region, right? Working with a team, learning about all different people and their territories. And hopefully you get 30 days. It might be a lot less depending on a number of different factors, but whatever time you have, set that and give yourself that deadline and then figure it out along the way, because you want to be able to show Give the reality, because if the reality is not what they believe it is, you need to reset their expectations early. And also you need to be able to prove to them that you have a good idea what's going on in the region. The second thing you should be doing is learning about your team. And, they're looking to you to say, is this person going to be value add for me? Or is this person going to not be value add? And you need to build the trust and knowledge to help them as soon as you can. So even if you came from inside the team and know some of them already, you want to be able to go deeper. I would suggest you do this informally over lunch or dinner or drinks or whatever, but really kind of dive in and say, what's this person all about? Why are they working? I know they want to make some money, but then what? What's the money going to mean for them? What's the big aspirations they have for their career? And therefore, how can you help them get there? So really digging in and understanding your team is what's going to build a relationship and trust and knowledge between you and them. So you can always have that in the back of your mind, that that the reason why John wants to make X $100,000 this year is because he's really trying to achieve these things as opposed to just make some money. Taking the time to truly understand them, do the 5 whys on them. Why do you want to make that much money? What does it represent for you? Why do you want that big thing that you said? Why is that top of your list and not third of the list, right? Just really get to know them so you can understand them and they can see from you that you've got their best interests at heart and you want to help them grow. So the second thing is the team. The third thing is what needs your focus. So here's what's going to happen if you're about to get promoted is suddenly everyone's going to have an opinion about what needs your focus. Everyone's going to have an opinion on all the things that need to be fixed. Everyone's going to have an opinion about the things that need to be changed to fix all the things that are wrong with the reps, the team, whatever it might be. You can't do it all, right? And you need to have your reality about what really needs to be done. And the best way to think about this is as you hear all these things, look for commonalities for one. And then the second thing is look for things that are high leverage for your time, right? If there's things that are going to require you, man weeks in the first 2 months to try and fix, and the payoff is good but not huge, that may not be where you want to spend your time, right? So what are the things that you can work on that will really impact the business over 3, 6, 9, 12 months, but isn't going to suck up 60-hour weeks for you out the gate because you just can't allocate the time to do that. So think about those things, what needs your focus, that are high payoff over time, and then what needs to be done to fix them. So these are the 3 things that are going to help you get some focus. It's going to allow you to have the fire hose come at you, but deflect it off and not get you overwhelmed and really achieve nothing in the first few months. So the first step, if you want to take action right now, is have those one-on-ones with your team, get to know them, also do a business review with them so you understand all the things you need to understand for that meeting that's going to come up with your head of sales. And then secondly, get that list down as you're doing that and put together the high value things to work on. If you like this podcast, the most useful thing you could do to support it is share it with just one person. It will mean the world to me, but more importantly, for that one person, it may well transform how they lead and also their results in the coming quarters and years. It will take you just 20 seconds. All you have to do is click the share icon in your podcast app and follow the prompts. Also, I need your suggestions, please. If you have a topic you want me to cover or just want to get in touch, simply email me at upside@unstoppable.do. That's upside@unstoppable.do. And now to wrap up this episode. Training without implementation is just entertainment. So if you heard something today that you want to use, take action right now and keep getting better every single day. And finally, I'm signing off as the great Joe Sexton would by saying, gone to sell.